Turning to our first look now, and while it may be the first day of March, it certainly doesn't feel like spring. Temperatures continue to plunge, and it's going to be a frigid start to the work week. With more on that, let's bring in weather specialist Noor Afad. Noor, when will the temperatures be at their coldest?
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Well, we are expecting the coldest conditions overnight tonight, but especially into tomorrow morning because, of course, that affects most people. And it's quite ironic, actually, because we are marking the meteorological start of spring today, March 1st. Well, meteorological start, not the astronomical start. That happens on the 20th. But the meteorological start of spring today, and it has felt like anything but, considering these extremely cold and dangerous temperatures that we're expecting. Much of southern, eastern Ontario, and even parts of southwestern Ontario under an extreme cold warning. Wind chill values at -25 to -35, and those areas that are seeing the -35 wind chills overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning are further north, just north of the Apsley region. As you head into Minden, Bracebridge, Huntsville, that's when we get into some of these extremely cold temperatures. Now, interestingly enough, Toronto is actually not under an extreme cold warning, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a walk in the park for us. We are expecting -13 for that early morning temperature, with the wind chill feeling close to -23. So I hope that information is enough for many of our viewers to prepare, to layer up. Of course, make sure the kids are also layered up as you get them ready for school. And if it's too cold for you, it's too cold for your pets to go on a long walk. We have been feeling the heartbreak all around the past 24 hours, but despite all that, what has been pacifying us is a whole lot of beautiful sunshine. And it's no surprise. We tend to see these conditions go hand in hand sometimes. Extreme cold and clear skies because, well, when it's cold, the air has less capability of holding water vapor and so less clouds. Tomorrow, expecting bright, beautiful conditions just as much as today, and we start to see things cloud over heading into your Tuesday. So not too worried about anything when it comes to precipitation. Temperature-wise, though, that will be the problem. Again, a very cold morning, but we're already starting to see some relief as we head into the evening. Kevin?
Thanks, Noor. All right, it's time for the forecast with Noor Afad. Noor, somehow that weather that just hurts your face is back.
Yes, and even, you know what, Kevin, I'll take it a step further and say it's Mother Nature smacking you right on the face.
I feel it.
Yes, it seems like we're reaping something that we sowed long ago that was, yeah, not so great. Relief is in the forecast, Kevin.
Okay.
First, we're going to see some extreme cold temperatures to mark your Monday. And how ironic is that, considering today is a meteorological start of spring, and yet it has felt anything but. Well, if you thought today was cold, tomorrow morning will be quite tough. Wind chill values near -23 to 21 in Toronto. The trade-off being those crystal clear skies that could last even into your evening and overnight. So my fellow stargazers, another chance to look up at those skies and watch the stars. Now, the good news here is that things will start to be getting milder as we head into the evening hours. Still below average high of -4, but we're doing a lot better, and we expect conditions to improve even more into Tuesday, potentially climbing above the freezing mark. Anyone want to take us on a trip to Vancouver and pay for it too? I'm just saying, it's looking good over there, and we're actually seeing a lot of relief pushing through parts of the prairies, as they should be seeing, considering the extreme cold that some have been dealing with, though +9 in Calgary is quite above average, and they are even enjoying some sunshine. This is a Colorado low, and it is headed very uncomfortably close towards Ontario as we head into Tuesday morning. The track of this system will determine whether we are going to spend our Tuesday with rain, freezing rain, and snow, or we could just see the system skim past us and really will linger in the cloud cover of this system until Wednesday afternoon. So it's really difficult to say if the system will move slightly north and slam into Ontario, or slightly south and completely miss us. Do be prepared that after those clear, beautiful skies on Monday, we could be seeing some seriously messy weather on Tuesday. The good news is, though, a change in those temperatures, as we mentioned, by Tuesday, +3 degrees with a chance to see again that system move in. 4 degrees for your Wednesday, and take a look at that stretch. Already the double-digit temperatures look to materialize next weekend. 11 degrees, unfortunately with some rain. By Sunday, better chance to see some sunshine, a very mild +7.
Temperatures continue to plunge in Toronto today, and that cold spell isn't done with us yet. Southern and eastern Ontario will be seeing a dangerously cold start to the week. So for more, let's bring in weather specialist Noor Rafat. So Noor, when will conditions be at their coldest?
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Well, it's really overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning, especially when we're expecting conditions to be at their coldest. And this is very important, of course, because it affects everyone that's heading out to work early in the morning, getting the kids ready for school, running whatever errands you need to. You will feel the difference in the temperature and in the wind chill as we have today. Heartbreaking news, considering it is March 1st. The meteorological start of spring is today, and yet it has felt nothing like spring out there for the entirety of your day. Minus 11 degrees just now outside the Toronto airport, feeling close to minus 20. The extreme cold warnings are back for much of southern Ontario, all the way in the east and even into parts of southwestern Ontario. Wind chill values up to minus 35 overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning, and it's areas just to the north of Apsley, around Minden, Huntsville, even Bracebridge that could be seeing these extreme wind chill values. Interestingly enough, Toronto is not under an extreme cold warning, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be a walk in the park for us. We're expecting wind chill values overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning near the minus 24 to 23 range. Lots of sunshine keeping us calm, keeping us pacified today. If you like that, you will love tomorrow because wall-to-wall sunshine takes over. High pressure is here, and this is not a surprise. We tend to see extreme cold with clear skies because of the air's ability to absorb less water vapor, or to hold less water vapor, and so less cloud cover. Things will start to cloud over heading into Tuesday, and we're in for some interesting weather, which we'll talk about in the full forecast. A tough start to your Monday, but after that, things looking better and better. Minus 4 by the afternoon. Lovely sunshine, the clear skies last until your overnight. Kevin?
Thanks, Noor. All right, forecast time with our Noor Rafat. Noor, it sounds like folks are going to have to brace for the week to come.
Yes, unfortunately, Kevin, and I know it's quite heartbreaking to hear because we did get a taste of spring earlier in the week, heading into the weekend, and now those temperatures tumbling down. An extreme cold start for those early morning temperatures on Monday, but don't worry, relief is in the forecast. Let's take a look. Well, we just have to get through a little bit more cold before we start to see a big improvement. That includes the unforgiving temperatures early tomorrow morning. Wind chill values near or minus 23 degrees, which is going to be quite difficult as the day progresses. Warmer air starts to push in, already at a high of minus 4. It's still well below average, and yet a big improvement from the morning. Things getting even better as you head into Tuesday. Anyone want to take a trip to Vancouver and pay for it too? Things are looking good over there. 12 degrees with some sunshine. But what if I told you Toronto is in for its own set of double digits in the next 7 days? Yes, I know it's quite incredible, but it does look like it's in the cards. I'll tell you more in just a moment. We are keeping a watchful eye on this guy. This is a Colorado low, and in the next few days it's getting uncomfortably close to Ontario heading into Tuesday. The track of this system is really going to predict whether we're going to spend our Tuesday under rain, freezing rain and snow, or whether we're just going to spend it in the cloud cover associated with this system. So it's hard to say. If it moves further north, you're in for a very stormy or a very messy Tuesday. Moves further south, it could just graze by the province, maybe into southwestern Ontario, before moving out and starting to see that cloud break up Wednesday afternoon. So it's hard to say earlier on. This could change in the matter of tomorrow. We'll keep you posted closer to the date, but do be mindful that we could be looking at some messy conditions heading into your Tuesday, and a whole lot of trouble on the roads. Plus 4 or minus 4 in Pickering, big difference. Tomorrow minus 4 in Vaughan, minus 4 for our friends in Barrie as well. And just like that, we're up to plus 3 on Tuesday, plus 4 on Wednesday. A whole lot of melting happening through Thursday and Friday, even with some of those showers. Your double digit